Let's frame some walls, 2.5 to be exact, and we're going to make a door. We're going to do these in a few sections and then we're going to assemble them. Terminology. We've got studs, the vertical boards in a wall, bottom plates, and doubled top plates. Sand your pieces. Now we're going to mark our crown direction just like we did with our floor joists. Just like in our floor, mark 16-inch centers. Now in a floor we called these our rim joists. In a wall, the correct terminology is top and bottom plates. Go ahead and transfer that marking to both. And now we are going to clamp an extra board next to our top and bottom plates. Okay, subtract this thickness from your studs. It's important to cut studs to length, otherwise the wall will be taller than 8 feet and we want it to be bang on. Let's make a door. You could make this in different styles, but I want mine to be 36 inches wide by 80 inches tall. I didn't go into detail here because I thought you could figure it out or customize it. I'm adding hinges and make sure they're in the right direction just so we see the nice side. We're going to mark and cut our door jambs. You're going to need 3 stir sticks for this. One key tip, make sure that you can still open and close the door. So we're going to leave about 1/2 inch to 1 inch around it. Gluing the corners. Okay, wall 2. Let's repeat the steps. There's one difference. We're going to cut 7 inches off the plates. Now let's do a test fit, but don't glue it just yet. Now most of the studs are 16-inch on center, except for the final 2. That's because we trimmed our top and bottom plates. Making some room for our door. Feel free to pause and take a look at this diagram. Notice around our door frame, we've got a stud that goes right from the bottom to the top plate. That's the king stud. We've got a shorter one called the jack stud. The jack stud is actually going to support the top of the door, the lintel. Imagine in our pier and beam foundation, the piers were holding up the beam. That is kind of the same thing. You might also call this the header. And we're going to add some cripple studs, these very small ones, on top of that. And look at that, our door is framed in. Now these studs are 16-inch on center. Here I'm putting my measuring tape just to double check. Great, let's assemble it. Here's now our top plate. It's going to overlap to lock it together. You don't have to put the other one on, but I'm just showing where it would go. Pause the video now and we're going to make wall 3, a small section. Drywall is screwed to studs. We do have to do one thing though, because this corner has no stud to screw to. Let's create a California corner. We add a stud, rotate it. Now both edges are supported. Notice when I press my pen it won't cave in. The other corner already had a stud there. You don't need to do anything. And that's it. Let's put it together. Tiny materials, big skills. I'm Mr. Brock. I'll see you next week when we tackle the roof.